The KickOff lettering box, the most jam-packed brush pack that I've seen in a very long time. It comes in at roughly a gigabyte in size, and yes, we have the usual brush set, but there are so many additional packages included, and I'm here to break it all down for you guys. So first we have a high-res and low-res 12-part workbook compatible with Procreate, so developers even took the time to create a separate version for people with an iPad that's running out of storage. On top of that, they included a PDF version of the same workbook for people who don't even have an iPad or who may just prefer printing out the sheets. So yeah, basically every single possible scenario is covered, which is nice. Next, we have the main lettering brush set, which consists of 22 brushes that are designed to go hand in hand with the workbook, and also an inlays and ornaments brush pack, which includes 55 unique patterns. Now, those patterns are also available as a PNG file, so I guess if you really wanted to, you could modify them to your liking. And last but certainly not least, we have 12 color palettes, all import ready, and now you're pretty much set. And after using it inside Procreate, I can definitely say the star of the show is really the 12-part workbook here. I mean, I don't even want to imagine the amount of time and effort that's gone into the creation of this product, but it shows, and that's on every single page. From the installation guide all the way to the thank you note and the certificate you get in the end upon completion, the welcome page is beautifully designed with useful explanations. Oh, and by the way, moving forward, these two symbols are very important. The light bulb indicates a learning page and the Apple Pencil indicates a practice page. So now, very briefly, I'm going to go over each part of the workbook and sort of give you guys a bit of a sneak peek of what you can expect. Part 1 is all about theory and brush overview, so no actual practice involved, but it's still very important since it lays down the foundation. This is continued in Part 2 with basic calligraphy knowledge and for the first time a practice layer, so you get to practice those drills, #daily drills, and yes, I should do them more often. Part 3, A and B, is all about script lettering, and you get to have fun by practicing both lower and uppercase letters. Again, info sheets and practice sheets are all indicated by the two symbols we discussed before. Part 4, A and B, talks about block letters accompanied by serif and sans serif knowledge, and of course the practice layers. And that really concludes the first stage. The next 7 chapters will be all about adding more character to your letters. And yes, this was a bad pun. Moving on, Part 5 and Part 6 gives you the ability to add that extra bit of spice and encourages you to create an artwork for the final exercise. Part 7 is about composition, which, not really surprising, works really well with the grid builder I covered in a separate video. If you haven't watched that one yet, the link will be in the description down below. Part 8, all about colors as well as color theory. That's where the previously imported color palette also comes in, but you also learn how to create your own because some of us love to have options. Part 9 covers textures. Here the inlays and ornaments brushes are very useful, but of course you're free to use your own textures as well. And on a random note, this also happens to be my favorite chapter. You can learn so much just by looking at the cover images. And finally, Part 10 is where you get to combine everything you've learned so far and yeah, essentially use all the techniques to create stunning artworks. What's left are the Procreate tips and tricks, which I also covered in 2 videos, but it's really nice to have them here as well in written form. And then, very important, there's the certificate awarded to Laura, Amy, or maybe you if you decide to go for this KickOff lettering box. So to sum it all up again, this is one of the most polished Procreate products I've seen in a very long time, and shout out to the creators Tia and Jimbo. If you guys are watching this, thank you on behalf of the community. You guys did an amazing job. Now, I'm still more of a calligrapher, but I still found myself using the main brushes just because they're really high quality, so I can only recommend the KickOff lettering box to everyone who's interested in iPad lettering. Anyway, that's been it. The link to the product is down below, so you guys can check that out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.